but I'm going to talk and pretend that there is. We have just seen the world premiere, the secret world premiere. This is the unofficial premiere of Babar Ali's movie John. It's his feature film. And Babar Ali has been with the International Youth Media Summit since 2016. And I would like to bring up now the first advisor that worked with Babar Ali at the first summit to entertain the audience until we get back with the crew and cast on Zoom. So Anna Engstrom, would you please come up and talk to us about your first experience with Babar Ali? And if we find out no one's watching, we can stop this. So tell us what was your, I'll tell a story first while you start to think about, no, you stay up here with me. We needed applicants from Pakistan for our first summit in Asia in 2016. And I forget what the connection was, but I found someone who knew Babar in Pakistan. And he submitted an application. And from his application and his sample work, I said, this is the filmmaker I've been looking for the past 20 years. His passion for the social issues, his enthusiasm for what we were doing at the summit, I knew instantly just from reading his application that he was the one. And he proved it was. What happened, Anna Engstrom, what happened? Oh, wait a minute, I'm running out of a story. So he came to the 2016 summit in Nepal, and he was in the violence group, because violence was something that Babar grew up with in Karachi, as you'll see in the movie. So Anna, what was your first impression of Babar when you met him in the violence group in Nepal?
That moment, or gathering that group, the issue group, was a really special moment for me. We were in Nepal. I've been to Asia before, but nothing like Kathmandu. It was a very strange environment. You were there too, you were there. You know how it felt the first time. And I met my group, and there was Babar, Pakistan, Muslim. There was Yumana from Palestine. There was Mahesh from Nepal. And there was Sarah Randolph from California. And me. And we were going to make a film about violence. And when we started talking about the issue, we had very different opinions of what we were going to do. We were talking about domestic violence, violence in the streets, things we had experienced ourselves. And Babar told his story. Yomana did, Sally did, Mahesh. And we had big differences in what kind of film we wanted to do. Then Babar told us, and he also showed a movie in that summit, something a little bit similar to this one, about a man who was forced to kill people to be able to support his family. So finally we ended up with the movie Violence, that I hope you have all seen, because it's an excellent movie and a beautiful tagline from the Quran. And when we were working with Babar, we were all impressed that he was a very good filmmaker already then. His sense of what you see on the screen is very important, and he was, what is it called, meticulous? Is that the right word? Evelyn, is that the right word? Yes. To be meticulous. And sometimes he really made us also feel that we knew nothing about filming or picture or story, not storytelling, but what you see on the screen was so important to him that he could take hours to get the right picture. But that in some sense helped us do this marvelous film in those days. And I'm very, very happy that to have been able to see him work so close. And I think that the rest of the group too, but he was not the only one that was very clever, but his sense of what you see on the screen, that's significant for him, I think. And I'm very happy to have met him a couple of times.
Thank you, Anna. I think what we'll do is, all right, how many jobs do you have now? Jonah, can we get back on with the Zoom now? Is that good? Okay. So, Babar, I think we're going to, oh, wait a minute, I have to do here. Babar, I think we're going to go back now to the Zoom. And people took a break, but they'll be wandering back in. So why don't we start with the people that are here. And I'm going to turn this over to Rebecca.
Okay. There's someone still waiting in the room. Wahab Danka, I guess.
What is it?
Oh, someone is waiting in the Zoom room?
I don't see them.
I don't want to touch anything.
I don't see anyone, Baba.
I'll let you know if someone else wants to join. I'll let you know. I think he left or something.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, everyone. So, while we wait for the rest to gather in, we can already start the Q&A, so we don't waste time. So, did you enjoy the movie? Yay, nay? Okay, so do we have any starting questions? Brendan? Wait. You need to come here to the camera to ask the question.
Hey, great job, guys. It was really good. I loved the fact that the character, this meta story of adults putting their will into, and their, I guess you could say, corruption into children, and the main character almost being this empty vessel, which the people around him insert themselves in through their actions and whatnot. I have to ask, is there an inspiration behind the grisly character that is, was it Dowd? Was it a literary one, or was it people that you knew? How did that character come about in the writing process?
Thank you, Brendan.
So there are actually a lot of inspirations behind all of these characters. For Daud particularly, I did meet such people, I've personally interviewed some gangsters. So the place where I used to live in my childhood, there were people around who were involved in such activities. And that was quite intriguing for me because they looked like normal people to me, they were all good humans. They had their, dark sides, and then they had their good sides. So that's where the inspiration came from. So I just wanted to create a character who, who has those shades. So yeah, it's inspired by, multiple real life characters.
I think it's actually amazing that you managed to create such layered characters. They're really not one-dimensional, and it's something that's sometimes really hard to achieve in films. So I think that's something that we all really appreciated while watching. So do we have any further questions?
Rebecca?
Huh?
I'd like to introduce the team.
No, oh, wait, 5 people are talking to me. Okay, yeah, sorry, Babar, yeah?
Yes, so we have Ashir with us. Ashir, if you could turn on your video.
My video's on. Yeah. Yeah, it's on.
That's John. Ashir. So it
Hello,
was very.
I hope all of you are well. Nice to see you, Manan, everybody at the summit. I hope you guys enjoyed the film. I play John in the film. I was lucky enough to play this character. And thank you. It's lovely to be a part of you guys via Zoom.
And then we have Karan from India. And he did the background score of the film. So he's the man behind all the great music. Also, so Wahab Danka just joined in. Wahab, can you turn the video on, please?
Hello.
Yes. So that's the man behind all the colors. He was a colorist and he's handling all the post-production of the film. So kudos to Wahab Danka for all the beautiful colors in the film. Yes, so I think we can proceed. And if you guys have any questions related to music or, any questions for the colors as well.
Okay, so related to music, to post-production and coloring, and also acting, right? Yeah? Okay, so guys, Birgitta, you can come up.
Babar and the team, thank you for thank you for really doing this very, very hard project. I know that has been so much happening during the work and all those years. And what I think about is that what really attracted me at the beginning when you wrote down your vision about what you were going to do, I think that you have done that. And I really hope that after all the festivals that you are going to attend now with this film all around the globe, I hope, because this issue is in focus in so many countries, even in Sweden. This is a big, big issue. And I hope that after all the traveling with the festivals that we can have the access to this film and show it in the right areas, to people, to young people, to politicians, and to everybody. Because this is the only thing that they can really, really, really understand how it is, and not only just the surface, but also what is under the top of the mountain. And I had this feeling. I have been to many international film festivals where you see films that you don't know nothing about because they come from countries that you are not familiar with. I had this right feeling, that this is an international film festival film. So I wish you all a very happy journey with this, and never give up. Thank you.
Thank you, Birgitta. Okay, Pratik, come up.
Hi, Babar. And the entire amazing team. That was amazing. Amazing music, amazing locations, amazing acting, amazing post work. Everything was just wow. Especially the music. I heard people behind me saying the music is on fire. The music is on fire, right? So great job, guys. Great job. I was especially mesmerized by the locations and those gritty looking locations, right? I just in general wanted to ask all of the team members, what was the most difficult part for them? I think for the director, I don't know. I thought from a director's point of view, the locations were really, because I think the actors were already great. You had great actors, you had great team, right? So what about the locations? And what about the difficulties during this film? Because this seems to have a lot of hard work put in. And yeah, so that's my question. What were the difficult things that you faced while you made this wonderful, wonderful movie? Yeah?
Thank you.
I think the producer should answer this. And maybe Asher.
Okay, so as for the locations, it was a tough journey. We searched for the locations. We spent a lot of time finding the right location for each scene, for each character, their homes, and everything else. We decided not to go on set because we wanted to keep it real, and that was really difficult. It was tough, but we decided to go for it. So, for example, John's house where he lives, it's an actual place where Christian janitors live. So it was obviously very difficult to shoot there because of a lot of constraints. The place was very congested. There were a lot of people. It was not shoot friendly because nobody had shot there before. And for each location, there were a lot of things, but we just wanted to go for the real thing. And that's what the director wanted. So we just went for it. And maybe for Asher, if you want to.
Yeah, I think Faiza summed it up pretty well. When logistically, when you're shooting or when you're trying to keep it real, it looks beautiful on screen, but there are troubles with it and there are challenges with it, which Faiza summed up. I think for me personally, I come from a very, very different background and upbringing than what John is. And I think really getting into that character and getting out of my comfort zone was the biggest challenge for me. Like small things like a very, very important trait of John is that he rides the bike, or rather he learns how to ride it throughout the film. And I had never, I didn't know how to ride a bike before we started shooting the film. So there was that process and a lot of things that I didn't think I would be doing if it wasn't for this film. Like I didn't think I would ever be riding a bike, but I had to learn it for this. And then the locations and everything. But I think that's the beauty of it, that when you see the final product, and if there are no challenges, then it's no fun when you see the final product. And I think these challenges are the things that make the final product so beautiful.
Another particular challenge that we faced is also, as the film highlights, the minority problem in Pakistan, as Christians are a minority. So finding locations where Christians live, the church, the graveyard, everything, it was kind of difficult for us because these places are not usually seen, they're not known, just as the minorities in Pakistan, which we have talked about. So that was another issue, but we just wanted to do it, go for it. And as Asher said, it looks pretty, when we go through the challenges, the difficulty, then it shows on screen, and I think it does.
Okay. Okay, who else would like to ask a question? Wait. Okay, Brendan, come up.
It's clear that the theme of childhood is a very prevalent thing, not only with the children at the start, but also with John being a metaphorical child, being put into this distressing coming of age. But also, it seems that a lot of the other characters acted very childishly as well. The initial assistant that John comes to replace, even Dowd himself has this very hardened criminal has this incredibly negative and immature reaction to having to get a needle when he is having a fever. I'd like to know what was the process that made you want to communicate that kind of I should probably say contrasting colors of these characters that that are so hardened and yet have these moments of immaturity within them.
Okay.
So I spent around almost 5 years writing this script. So I think that's how these characters are how they are, because I spent a lot of time with these characters while writing them. But also, I think characters really come to life when you have your actors and your cast with you. So all the actors, Asher, Salim Miraj, who's playing Daud, and uh, the other actors, we all had a lot of discussions. We did a lot of workshops where we discussed these characters, and we also tried to, perform all the scenes that I had written, and then we tried to, improve them and add those layers to the characters. So I think in a film, for me, the most important thing is the character. So and I just try to show characters as humans. So I try to show all the different sides, all the different layers of the characters, and let the audience decide, because no one is perfect, right? And a gangster can also be kind-hearted sometimes.
Okay, so you've mentioned 5 years since you've started on the whole idea of the film. I do remember you asking me a lot of questions about Christianity back in Australia. So I guess it really is a long, long project. So I just wanted to ask you, could you maybe clarify the timeline of the entire production? So how much time you spent on pre-production, how much of it was filming, and how much it is in the post-production phase?
So it took a lot of time in research and writing, as Babar mentioned, about 5 years. We started pre-production 1.5 years ago, and we started filming in February last year. It was a total of 27 days of shoot, but it was spread over 1 year, and then 5 to 6 months in post-production. So the actual making of the film, we could say, took 1 year to do it, and the rest of the time in research and writing, which I think that's how it should be, because that's the soul of the film. That's where the story, the characters, everything is created. That took the most of the time, and I think very well justified.
Okay, thank you. Questions? Oh, okay. Oh, from Giovanni, okay.
Hello, Babar. Here, closer,
Hi,
closer.
Francesca and Giovanni.
Yes, here. Okay. Giovanni wants to thank you for all the script, and he was really proud because he could be part of your film when you did it together in, where was it, in Nepal. And so he's very proud you became a real director. Then he's asking if you took some suggestions from this history of Italy as an inspiration, as the gangs, mafia, or Camorra, the way the gangster behaved. If you had some suggestion from that. And moreover, Damiano said that this film shoot the reality. It is not with such a wax on it to make it beautiful, to make the reality much more beautiful, but it is really close to reality. So they appreciate very, very much. Altre domande? No? Basta.
Thank you. Yes, there are a lot of Italian films and the gangsters, and I watched, while growing up, I watched those movies, and somehow that has been the inspiration, So the characters in those movies in Italian films or Spanish films, uh, they have all these layers and they are complex characters. So I just tried to, like show a character from Karachi as well, like characters that are complex. And the world, the crime world in Karachi, I think that's not been explored as much. So I just wanted to show it. And yes, of course, it does have a lot of inspiration from the Italian cinema.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Shel?
Hi, Babar, Faiza Jan, and the rest of the team. First of all, I wanted to say Mubarak on your marriage and everything. I'm so happy for you. And I wanted to ask, given the cliffhanger ending, are you considering making a sequel?
Let's see.
No, it's a yes.
Short and sweet, let's see, okay. Sapan? I mean, you did leave an open ending, so you're kind of obliged, you know.
First of all, congratulations, Babar and team, for this wonderful piece of art. And I think many people here don't know that you are also going through a lot of things during the production. I think you're also mobbed and shot during the production. So tell us, how was the experience? How did you manage to get out of that? And also, शादी में क्यों नहीं बुलाया यार?
शादी में आपको बुलाएंगे जरूर. I'll invite you to our
कौन सी शादी में बुलाएंगे भाई?
anniversary. Okay. I forgot his question. What was it?
He was, what? You were shot? Oh, he's asking a question. Yeah, so he mentioned the time you were shot, and he asked what it was like to deal with all of that and filming, right? Yeah.
So yes, that was like one of the reasons why the shoot was delayed. But I think it was good for the film because like the locations that you see now, we were planning to shoot at a different place before that, but I just got shot there, so we thought that it's not going to be safe. So we tried to find some more locations, and like the extra time that we got because of me getting shot, we spent that in preparations, and also like I think the actors also got some more time to get into the character. So I think it was, and also like I got the personal experience of being like a victim of violence. So that also helped me. But yes, it was difficult physically as well. It took some time to recover, and then the emotionally and mentally it was very challenging as well. But like we got to do what we got to do. So it's all good now. I'm happy that finally the film is made, and I'm alive.
Yeah, we're happy you're alive and good, thank God.
Yeah, because I need a microphone.
Okay, fine.
Can you hear me? You can probably hear me without the microphone in Pakistan.
Louder than anyone else.
I'm sorry? Oh, it's recorded, so I'll speak into this. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Sir, that means a lot coming from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely believable. Your face, you got a gorgeous face. Um, you all do. I mean, and so believable. I mean, I really found myself very caught up with the characters and their lives and really emotionally. So the acting was absolutely
Thank you, sir.
splendid.
Thank you so much.
And the
Thank you so much.
relationships between characters, all believable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You made my day. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope to meet you in person someday soon.
I hope so as well. Soon. Soon.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Take care.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we have a question from Leonardo, so Brendan will step in to ask it.
We'll say it in Spanish first, and then you can say it. No, well, but he's already. Yeah. But just let him speak first, then I'll say. Yeah.
¿En español? Ok. La verdad que la película me pareció increíble, todo lo que han hecho, han hecho un trabajo espléndido y me ha transmitido demasiado la película. Es como que lo haya sentido en mi propia piel. Y en la pregunta a la cual yo quisiera hacer es, ¿qué mensaje es lo que da el director en la película?
Hi, Babar. Leonardo's question was, give me 1 second. He wanted to know, with your vision as a director, what inspired you to create this amazing film step by step?
So I think it goes back to my childhood, So the school that I went to, so I saw all the janitors, they were Christians. And then there was this other world, of the gangsters. So I grew up watching them both. And their behavior was very different. The Christians, they just don't speak, like as you watch in the film as well, the mother of John tells him not to speak up. So they just mind their own business. Because since they're in minority, so they fear the other group, So I just thought, like it would create a really good drama if we bring both these worlds together, So one world is of crime, there's so much anger in it, and then the other world where the minorities live, they're very quiet, they try to, not show their emotions. So I just tried to, have a reaction with both these different groups, and that's how it came to life.
Okay, amazing. Anyone else? Yeah, Krish?
What you say? Hello, my name is Christian. I really liked the music. It was just very powerful, very amazing. Where can I find the soundtrack? I tried to Shazam it during the film. I couldn't find it, so I need the soundtrack.
Manan?
The music. Where can I find the music of John? When's that?
Manan?
You're muted, Manan. He's muted, yeah, it's fine.
Now you can hear? Can you hear me now? Hello, hi.
Yes.
Right? So, album will be done by a producer. She'll releasing it soon, probably. I've just made the soundtrack, so
A bit more, share your
Share the
experience.
journey of making music for John. All our discussions and all this time.
our discussions are still going on. I guess.
Okay.
We're still on it.
Thank you. Send it to Evelyn so I can get it.
Sure.
Thank
We'll
you.
send you the link.
Amazing film.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I have a question for the colorist, Wahab. If you're here? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask what your process was because, coloring a film is also one layer of storytelling. So was there something specific that you really wanted to achieve because the scenes are I don't know, it's just like an amazing visual experience and a color plays a huge role in this film. So could you tell us a bit more about your process of coloring the whole thing?
In the beginning, the Babar and we discussed about the grade, how it will look like that we made all the scene like blended or there was not any jerk or not any transformation. So first of all, we make the point that we will make it organic, not be like saturated or not be like a commercial film. So we make that organic, the rugged feel, and we take some references from the oldest films like gangster films. Then we make our palette like teal and orange. Hello.
Okay, so we have a connection issue, unfortunately, but so we didn't hear the other half of the answer. Can you try to say it again, but like shortly? Maybe before the connection breaks.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Hello.
Yeah. So sorry, what do you say?
Can you just repeat the last part because you got cut off?
Okay. So basically, we went from the Babar and we have discussed about that we have to make it organic, raw, not like a commercial film that all the colors are saturated or. So we make a one palette like teal, orange, and sand texture. So we make that palette overall, but we take the creative liberty in some love songs that we make the sunset feel, the sunrise feel, and some saturated from the skin's colors. But the main task was that the makeup texture of the characters will be dark and deset. We can't make it brighter, or we can't make it lit without the practical lights. So we take the points that the practical light will affect on the faces, not the face will be lit. So we make the palette light that it will look like an organic film. It will look raw. It won't be any commercial elements. So
Okay, amazing. And we can see that the colors are very realistic, but still vibrant and very kind to the eye. So thank you for doing an amazing job. And I think now we're going to wrap up a bit. So what we have left is, guys, if you wouldn't mind to come up and share your review of the film in a few sentences, just like what you thought in general. Right, Evelyn? Right? Yeah. So we have it also for our archive and for Babar. So, yep.
I really loved the movie. I thought it was shot very cinematically, and I did love the color grading, and I love the soundtrack as well.
I thought it was a powerful movie intermixing religion, coming of age, and crime in a way that was mature and showed consequences of one's actions.
Hi, I thought it was a really wonderfully done film in terms of all of the artistic details and just really so many emotional ties and really inspirational and just really, really beautifully done. So it was incredible.
Hello, Babar. I loved it. I wish you good luck, whole team, to all the festivals and things that will happen now. Bye.
Yo, the music was fire.
Hey, Babar. I still say that you're my first director at IYMS, and I'm very proud to see you from True Impact to Beauregard and now. So I'm very proud of you.
Danada?
In a few words, it was amazing, emotion, and incredible.
Oh, would the co-producers like to step and give a comment? John, Birgitta? Yeah. I mean, it's named after you, you know?
It's not named after me. But from one John to another, Babar, I loved it. It was incredible. Congratulations to the entire team. I'm really happy to know you, Babar, and I could not be more proud. So thank you very much for allowing us to share the premiere with you. Thank you.
Thank you, John, for making it possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for this really tough film to watch, but so important. Thank you.
Amazing,
Thank you,
okay. So while we're wrapping this up, do you have some last words? Would you like to say something?
Where's Evelyn?
Oh, she's right here, Evelyn. She's whispering from the side the entire time.
No, I'm thinking that maybe all of you want to say some final words, and then I'm going to ask for a private Zoom with you guys after we let everybody else go, so I can tell you everything that I love. Do you all want to say a final word to your audience? Who Ty came up to me and says, "So how do you make money off of this?" So we'll talk. But do you all want to say your final words to the audience about your hopes for the film?
So this screening was very special for us because it's the first time we have showed the film to an audience. We were very excited and nervous at the same time, and we are really happy that you liked it. Thank you. And
Yes, it's very special for us. So, we've been working on this film for a long, long time. A lot of stuff happened, and this is the first time we are sharing it with an audience. So we're very nervous, but now we are very happy. So thank you all for your time and all your words. I know you guys are working on your films as well at the summit. And I know it's very difficult to take out time from your filming and all the post work. So good luck for your films as well. So go make great films. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just say that we all worked very hard on the film, and we hope that you like it. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. I hope the summit's going well, and I just like to say that this one's for all the Johns out there throughout the world.
Manan?
Manan or Wahab?
Yeah, just unmute. Oh, okay. Manan, can you please unmute and just say a few final words? Thank you.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I was on a call. Still on texting. Sorry. Thank you so much for your time and deeply humbled from your response. Still working on it. Let's make good films. Thank you.
Thank you. Wahab?
So thank you for your time to. Watch out, still working on this work. So hope you guys like that post work. And thank you.
Amazing, thank you.
I want to, I'm going to talk to them for a second. To our home audience, Mike Duffy, I know you're there. You're going to love this movie. I'm not sure if our other co-producer David is out there. If David, you're out there. The one other person that's on the live stream, we love you. Thank you for stopping by. And I just want to say, I have to tell a funny story about Babar. Okay, Babar, I'm telling a funny story about you. When we were in so all day today, and I want to give a huge warm thanks to Emma, who I think is not there anymore. Okay, round of applause for Emma. Who all day was chasing this film. It's not there yet. Oops, I got the first half. Oops, the second half, the sound glitch. Oops. All day Emma was chasing this film. And an incredible thank you for Jonah, who has done the work of 3 people tonight. Please give her a round of applause. Ty, our cameraman for the interviews, give him a round of applause. And Rebecca, our beautiful and gracious host. Now I'm going to tell my funny story about Babar. Okay, so I'm having flashbacks to Australia when you were doing Border Guard, right? And today, I finally, he was supposed to deliver the film yesterday, and I'm having flashbacks to Australia. And so finally, when was it, Babar? About 10 a.m. today? I said, Babar, if the film isn't in right now, we can't screen it tonight. And he said, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then later on, I said, it's not like Australia. I can't run across the campus. And he said, yes, I can hide here. So Babar is the kind of filmmaker that is, as someone mentioned, every single detail is so important to him, and it pays off. It pays off. It pays off. So what I like to do now is say goodbye, but it's not a high angle shot. Can I do this? Oh, this is good. It's a high angle shot. You know the rules. So what I'd like to do, can you all kind of give me 5 minutes and then jump back on the Zoom? I'd like to talk to you personally. And if any of the other co-producers, can you do that? I'm going to go to my laptop. Is that okay? I know it's after midnight there. Just 5 minutes, okay? And I'll be back on and talk to you. And then everybody else, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, guys. Is that okay? I know you're tired, but and Ty, if you can go.